Hi there, this is Lisa Paul. I'm a lactation consultant in private practice with Bloom into Parenting, and I am going to step into the incredibly controversial topic of mental health during breastfeeding. Um, I just did a webinar on it like 2 days ago, maybe it was a day ago, I don't know, the days blend together, but I find that it's a topic that needs to be addressed, but it's a topic nobody wants to talk about. And I want to just kind of share a little bit of my own personal background with mental health, because I feel that if you are dealing with some of these issues, knowing that the person that you're talking with has some knowledge and maybe some personal experience with it really does help. So I am a caregiver to my husband, who is a wounded warrior. He's a disabled veteran, and he experienced some brain injury while he was over in Iraq. He was involved in several IED explosions, and while he didn't have any like physical damage that we could see, it manifested itself as brain injury. Brain injury is really complicated. When you get your head hit, things happen. One of the things that happened for him is that he has PTSD. That was part of his world um, with TBI. The other thing that he has also experienced in the last 10 years is anxiety, depression, mood swings. Oh goodness, I guess some bipolar, some mania, a lot of different kind of extreme personality, what they call personality disorders. And it has made me look at the side of mental health in a totally different way. I have a lot more compassion for people who are going through some really tough times. Now, I do want to say that, there was a little bit, when we got married 20 plus years ago, there was maybe some of the like really low signs of some of these kinds of things, but he was a very high functioning individual. Um, and so when he had brain injury, any kind of disposition he had towards mental health issues, his brain injury kind of like opened up that path for him to have some of these mental health challenges that he has today. So, why does this make any difference with breastfeeding? The reason it makes a difference is that pregnancy can be that window. It can be like a brain injury. I'm not saying that pregnancy is a bad thing. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that for some women, the hormonal shift that happens during pregnancy can trigger a cascade of mental health issues, especially if she had a predisposition to them before she got pregnant. In the seminar that I just went, or the webinar that I just watched, they found that if 50% of postpartum depression starts in pregnancy. So those moms really need to be monitored, and there's no telling who is going to get it. Same thing with PTSD in the military world. You don't know which person who was involved in an IED is going to have that part of their brain damaged. It's kind of random, where the person next to him may not have had any kind of effect from it at all, and you just don't know. The brains are such precious things. So one of the things that I do in my practice is that I do kind of a screening for PPD, for postpartum depression, and it's a screening that's done by lots of people in the world, I mean, in the medical professions. And it's not that I diagnose or any of that kind of stuff. What I do is I just want to kind of get an idea of where mom's at, and if there are some issues, that I can refer her appropriately. I think that breastfeeding and parenthood bring up issues that you don't even know you might have. From a personal standpoint, I remember when my babies were born, and I was a brand new mama, and I didn't know anything about being a mama. I knew very little. I did not like babies, and I'm still not a big baby person. Babies kind of scare me, which is strange to hear from a lactation consultant, but I want you to know where my heart is, that it was not easy for me to be a mother. And I remember those days or those hours of that crying that would happen that would cause me a lot of anxiety. And it was in those times that I realized that child abuse happens in a moment. It is so easy to get to that place of feeling like there is no other option. Um, and I think that a lot of times moms, especially, feel very judged when they express those feelings. And so I am here as a lactation consultant, but I'm also here as a partner in this journey of parenting so that moms know that there's somebody safe that they can talk to and say, hey, yesterday, I didn't like my baby. You know what? I am not going to judge that because I had days when I did not like my babies either. And that's okay. That's normal. And while mental health, if you have the intensity of true mental health challenges, whether it's really full-bred depression, or if you have maybe some borderline personality challenges that you are dealing with medication, or if you're just being a normal mama and feeling some anxiety about having this baby who is really dependent upon you, um, I that is something that I feel very strongly about helping moms with, and making sure that they have the resources they need. Um, I'm not going to cure anybody, but I can definitely take a look at the breastfeeding picture and help with that, and then also identify if and be open to hearing those times when a mama doesn't feel like she is doing the job well. Um, I use breastfeeding as a tool. It's always been a tool. It was always a tool for me. When I didn't know what else to do, I put the baby to the boob. It was a lifesaver for me. For some mamas, that's not a good tool. For some mamas, breastfeeding causes a lot of anxiety and stress. There's even some physical reasons why a mom may feel depression during breastfeeding, and that's a whole nother subject. But I just wanted to kind of put that out there and create this video and kind of exposing a little bit about who I am and what my background is for those mamas who are looking for somebody who has some experience and some understanding about mental health challenges, both from a personal perspective and then also from continuing education to make sure that that moms are supported and a variety of different ways. And it's not just all about breastfeeding. The parenting journey is so much more than feeding a child, as you know, but you may not remember. So I'm here as a support person. Thank you very much for watching this video, and if you are needing a consult or something else, feel free to check out my video or check out my website at bloomintoparenting.net, and we can help you, get at least help identify the help that you do need. Thank you.